I had such a good time at the track at Castrol Raceway in Edmonton. That's only the second track day I've ever done in my entire life. And this one was way more fun than the last one I did. The last time I went, I used a Suzuki GSXR 1000, and the track was pretty small, and it was way too much bike for the track. And it's the first time I'd ever been on a track with a sport bike, and needless to say, it was pretty stressful. Fun, but I had a hard time that day. Anyway, this second time I went, I took the Super Duke, and oh, it was fun. The bike did really well. My quick shifter worked like a dream. And actually, my Sport Touring Pirelli Angel GTs performed admirably also. I'm obviously no expert. However, I was in the novice group, and I was pretty sure I was the fastest in the group. I'm pretty sure I passed everybody at least once. So, not really saying much because it was a novice group, but the tires did good. I got rid of my chicken strips. There wasn't a millimeter left, well, except for maybe on the front there was a tiny, tiny bit. But yeah, they held up good. I thought maybe they would be, maybe not quite getting warm enough, but they actually did pretty well. I lowered the pressures in the tires down to 34 psi in each, front and rear. And yeah, they did pretty good. So if any of you saw pictures from that on my Instagram, you noticed that I had to, that the exhaust was different. I didn't have my Austin Racing exhaust on. And that is because, oh my goodness, I can smell the pigs from my neighbors. Oh, that stinks. So yeah, I didn't have my Austin Racing exhaust on because the baffle got blown out on the dyno. And I love the sound of this bike, and I love the sound of the Austin Racing exhaust. But without that internal baffle, oh my goodness, it was loud. It was too loud for me, and that's saying something. Because I usually run the Austin Racing with no dB killer, no decibel killer in the end pipe. And I like it that way. I don't mind it. I'll wear earplugs and I'm good. But without that internal baffle, holy. So I swapped it, put my Graves exhaust back on, which I haven't parted with yet. Which I guess now I'm glad. And the sound was a little bit more reasonable. So yeah, track day was awesome. Yeah, these are my neighbors, and that building is full of pigs and chickens and things like that. And it stinks. So I've also just ordered a set of Metzler Roadtech 01 for this bike. I'm giving up on the Pirelli Angel GTs. They cannot handle the gravel. I just had a second flat tire just before my track day. Again, if you've been watching my Instagram, then you would know about it. So this time I plugged it. I found the leak and I put a plug in it. Aired it up, did a 560 kilometer trip that day, just a day ride, and it held up, so then I rode it like that on the track and it was fine. I've never actually patched a street bike tire before. I always figured, if you get a flat, it's not worth risking having it come apart or something, but anyway, it held up good. I didn't really have a choice. It was either that or don't go at all, so pretty happy. It's hard to get tires around here. The bike shops don't carry this size. and they don't usually carry the tires I want to buy anyway. They're usually just carrying Michelin. Oh, what are they? Michelin Power 2CTs, that kind of stuff. So yeah, you're gonna find, plug your tire. It works. Oh man, that was a big bug. Oh. So I'm waiting for the road techs to come in, and then I will swap them out with these. We'll see. I'll probably ride around on these for a little while longer, try and get some more miles out of them. And then I'll swap to my road techs before I go on my trip this summer. Which I have not decided yet where I'm going. I'm thinking I'm going to go south, which is pretty much your only option. You either go south or you go to Alaska. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe some Oregon riding, California. I haven't been to those places in a few years on a bike, so I think it's about time. Oh yeah, so at this track day, like I said, I don't do track days very often. I would like to do them more often, but I have to drive 5 hours to get to a track, so they don't happen very often. Anyway, while I was there for one day, there was about 4 or 5 different crashes, which I thought was unusual. I guess it's not. I don't know. I guess a lot of people go down while they're riding on a track. I don't know. Anyway, one of these guys went around a corner, lost it, crashed, and his bike lit on fire, and he cooked it. Burned it right to the ground. Thing was crispy. Anyway, that was something to see. I did post a picture of that on Instagram too. I don't have any video of it. In fact, I don't have very much video of this track day because they wouldn't let you put a camera on your helmet, which is pretty common practice, I guess, for most tracks. And then I mounted the camera on my bike, but it's vibrating like crazy. I'll let you have a look here, see what you think. So yeah, that's me passing somebody. And that's me passing somebody again. And that's me passing someone for a third time. Yeah, I only did one session with the camera because it vibrates so bad that I figured it wasn't worth doing more, but you kind of get the idea. Yo, Super Duke was doing alright.